Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. Have you noticed that people get angry for any reason, for every reason? Have you noticed that we are mostly an angry world than a loving world, than a kind world? What has happened to us? Why are we feeling so much comfortable being angry at each other than being loving to each other? Why this change? When loving and kind is much more pleasant and comfortable than being angry and hostile. We agree that we don't want to be angry as we are expressing our anger. So what do you think is the reason why there's so much anger in any relationships? Parents, children, spouses, friends, co-workers, people on the street. Sometimes I walk down the street and I see people looking at me as if I am the source of death. Well, naturally, because of the virus, we have developed that kind of perception, seeing each other as a possible source of getting sick. Remember that. That kind of attitude comes from fear of getting sick and dying. So on the one hand, we are a world that pretty much communicates ideas, thoughts, feelings using anger and saying we are not going to tolerate anger, trying through anger to get rid of what has taken the place of kindness, brotherhood, goodness. Remember what I said one sentence ago? I said I was walking down the street and I saw someone and I said hello and did not even turn to acknowledge me. If anything else, crossed the street and went on the other side. And I could understand that the reason why he did that was because he felt uncomfortable, as the whole world has been covered by that fear that we are each other's source of illness, each other's source of death, possible death. So there is some kind of connection between fear, feeling fear, and hostility, expressing hostility. And even though we do want to express love, compassion, caring, because we are all kind people, good people, yet we find it almost impossible to use kindness to express kindness, to use love to express goodness and fellowship and being accepting and loving to each other. We are afraid. We are afraid very much. We are afraid of being taken advantage of. We are afraid of getting sick. We are afraid of dying. We are afraid of getting hurt. We are afraid that we will be taken in a bad place, that we are going to be very unhappy. We are afraid. We want to return into a kind world, but we are afraid. And it seems to me like fear of losing kindness, of losing goodness, causes us to actually end up losing kindness and goodness. Takes us much further away from the solution. It doesn't bring us closer to the solution. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention today. That behind everyone you see around that is angry at you, that criticizes you, that says that he or she cannot tolerate what you're doing, are coming from fear. Yes, you heard me correctly. The source of anger and rage and hate, hostility, lies in fear. On Wednesday, we are going to talk about another concept that it is going to be surprising to you to hear me talk about this in a podcast. But there is a reason that you are going to understand on Friday's podcast. So for right now, when you see someone being angry at you or at the world, think deeper. They're afraid. And when you want to be angry at them too, just a suggestion. Don't look at how can you be so angry, but look at why are you afraid? What is your source of fear? What makes you feel insecure or inadequate? What is threatening your world? I want you to think of that until we talk again on Wednesday.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.